And we're live. Good evening, chat. If there's anybody here, it hasn't told me whether there's anybody here yet or not. It might just be us at the moment. Looks like there's nobody here.
Well, let's find out.
Well, it's saying 0 at the moment. But it sometimes takes 5. There we go. 5.
One person has started the NEC hotel.
Yeah. There's Halakar. There's Mr. Baker. Hello, fellas. Good evening.
Howdy, fellas.
Howdy. How are you two doing?
I am good now. I am not sweating my bollocks off at the NEC.
I'm not sweating at the NEC. I'm sweating in my attic instead because it's quite warm up here tonight. Well, we haven't started yet.
We haven't started yet.
We haven't started yet.
Anybody remember where we were at last week? 2 weeks ago. I don't.
Haven't got a clue. Have you wrote it down?
No, we had a break in between. No.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a break because we've been away playing games. We've been away doing games. Hello, Jeb. It's afternoon where you are, Jeb. Glad it's not afternoon here, because if it was afternoon, I'd still be at work. I had a long old day today. Long afternoon. Morning flew by. Afternoon was like, oh. Well, yeah, let's see. Let's see.
You know who this is, right, Halakar?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, the artwork on the front of White Dwarfs, it blows Dragon Magazine's artwork out of the water, doesn't it? I mean, look, head hanging on the side of a chariot, bloodied
Bring
knife.
out your dead.
Bring out your dead. Yeah, that's just what you want from a magazine. Though I have no idea what the hell that's supposed to be, but I'll probably find some sort of cone head thing. But
that's weird.
That looks like 2 aliens to me.
It does, doesn't it? It does. It's afternoon. Oh, you're on the west coast.
Let me just check.
West coast of USA, Jeb, or west coast of Canada? I can never remember who the Canadians are and who the Americans are. I'm assuming. I mean, it could be the west coast of Mexico. It could be the west coast of Colombia or anywhere around there.
Well, Mexico, while it's called Mexico, Trump said
yeah, Canada. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I remember.
See,
Here we go.
Yeah. So you're on the Vancouver coast.
Good old Vancouver. Where the classic episodes of X-Files were filmed.
Was it? I didn't know that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And then David Duchovny went with Terra Leone, and she put her boots in and wanted to move to New York.
All right, I've just read just to find out where we were up to. Now I remember.
Yes.
We just calcified something with a Gorgon's head.
Here's some more good artwork. Proper badass female warrior in beautifully skimpy armor, but the top half is properly protected, and she is using 2 hands on a sword to stab that orc or goblin or whatever it might be. I'm assuming it's goblins. I'm assuming it might be orcs.
Any
Whatever,
goblin will use 2 hands at once.
Hey! Actually, no, I think they're orcs. Because, of course, they're Games Workshop orcs, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
So they're green-skinned with big tusks. Yeah, and it's a Warhammer Fantasy roleplay issue. So, yeah, it's Warhammer orcs. Don't matter, though. Don't matter. Seeing what XP thing?
Are you not seeing it?
What?
So there's like an XP rank, and Halakar's number 1, Jeb's number 2, I'm number 3.
What's that?
Are you not seeing it?
No.
No, Halakar, you're number 1. That means you've got the most XP.
I don't know. Is this something
So
new?
if you look, Jeb was number 3, and then he became number 2 because he overtook me.
Okay. What's this from? Is this?
I'll
something
send you a screenshot. I don't know if you're able to see it. But this is
well, I
what
mean,
can see.
I'm just loading up YouTube now.
I only have 75 as well, Halakar. How come you're number 1? That's not fair.
A community leaderboard?
Yeah,
What?
it's really strange. I've never seen this before. It wasn't here on Wednesday.
A new
What, on YouTube?
feature.
Yeah, I've just sent John a screenshot. I'll send it to you as well.
Well, I'm going into the stream at the moment, so just bear with me. Hello, Coco. Live. Oh, based on the number of comments. Yeah, I don't understand that. So, there's a new community tab at the top. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's actually really cool. So, okay, let's start spamming my own chat.
You don't count. No, I don't know if you do, actually. He's unranked for now.
Look, I can grind things like that, and I will.
Give XP.
Oh,
No,
why
it
hasn't ranked me yet?
No, it doesn't work. I don't think you're allowed to spam. Joker, have you forgotten how to count?
Yes.
Are you
Oh,
okay?
I don't believe in fours.
May the fours be with you. So I need to work. Okay, right. So I will.
Wait, so if you don't believe in 4, how many of us were in Mike's car? 3 or 5?
I don't know. That's why you got left at the.
Well, there were 3 for a short while because we buggered off without you. But for most of the time, there were 5 because there's 2 of me. There's myself, and my other self.
Oh, okay.
The side that you hear talking now, and the side that talks to me. Yes, when I'm alone, keeps me company.
Wait a minute. Wait, you mean there are people that don't have that voice?
Well, there's 6 people in the car then.
I always have an internal monologue.
Yeah, I do.
There are people that don't though, which I mean, I don't know how that would work.
No, I think it's something to do with us rather than them.
But I can't imagine what it's like to not have that voice. It's not even a voice; it's just like a thought train, you know.
Yeah, and it goes off in very random directions at times.
Yes. Hey, you guys.
Hello, you're wrong. So yes, all the more excuse to comment in the chat tonight because chat is giving out. There's XP rankings. If you click on the little community tab, it shows community leaderboard.
Hey, John, does this give me any XP?
What?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. How dare you?
Yes. Oh, speaking of XP harvesting, we have a Daniel. Hello.
Hey, Dan.
Hey guys,
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm here. How about
Seems like ages since I last spoke to you. It's only been 2 weeks, but it seems like ages. Maybe based on time you are watching. Okay.
I was here first.
Yeah. Don't like the nasty Halakar taking my first place.
Somebody suddenly spit out their dummy.
That's a good point. How did Jeb drop out of the rankings? What the? It's because you and Joker have been spamming.
No, it's Mr. It's Mr. Baker's been spamming, hasn't it? Yes, yes. What book are we on? Iman is reading the Regional Accounts Director of Firetop Mountain. So you don't see the community. Well, you're number one, Halakar, at the moment.
You
So yes,
number one.
The one and only.
So I don't know. We're going to use AD&D's leveling rules, and I'm going to say you all need 2,000 XP to reach level 2 because that's a typical fighter.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it
normally.
is. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. So there you go.
I've never leveled up, so
Well, quit dying.
I think I've only got like 300 XP because I've only played in like 3 sessions.
Yeah, you haven't played a lot of OSC, have you? No, Coco, you're not a thief. I'm saying you're all fighters. Because you're all noobs, so you all get simple.
And a thief.
Yes. Yes,
Sit
you are.
and drink pennyroyal
tea. Okay, so yeah, Dungeon Minister would have an advantage because he is a genuine cleric, and clerics only need 1,500.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, yeah. Right, Iman.
Are we
Just
ready?
watching you. Yeah, I think we are ready. Yeah, yeah.
Are we finished chatting bollocks? For now.
No, we're going to talk. We're going to talk bollocks all evening, but
That's what we do.
that is the whole purpose of life.
Are you all ready for my sweet dulcet tones?
Yeah.
No,
Good.
but do it anyway.
You should be. Right. And so, what voice is that? I think that's the Halo announcer.
Mm.
So last week, I'll just read off what we did last week, just to refresh people's
One week
memory.
before.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, the week before. Silly me. So, we were faced with a headhunter, and we were asked if we had a Gorgon's head, which we did. The headhunter begins a magic voodoo chant to try to downsize you. You take the head of the Gorgon from its Hessian sack and thrust it in his bejeweled face. The headhunter lets out a short whistle to indicate he's impressed with the kind of head you're packing, then begins to calcify with a grating noise.
So we've just given him head.
Yes, you could say that.
He just did.
The last act of the headhunter.
Oh, I forgot something.
Kind of ironic.
The last act of the headhunter is to hoodoo your Gorgon head to the size of a conch. In a fit of annoyance, you shove the statue of your adversary to the floor, stepping over bits of broken masonry as you leave.
Same shit as always, Mr. Baker. Same shit as always.
This is a choose your own adventure style parody, as it calls itself on the front cover. Marching determinedly through the shadows of the labyrinth, you arrive at an alcove in which dusty tomes fill the many shelves. A strange monotone humming sound fills the room. Upright on a dusty settee are 2 skeletons. One of the skeletons is pointing open-jawed at itself in what looks like a gesture. To hunt out the source of the humming, turn to 215. To study the skeletons, turn to 208.
Pardon? I was the source of the humming. I do apologise. I'd like to look for the source of the humming. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Joker, Dan?
John, your mic sounds different for some reason.
Well, I've just been humming into it.
Maybe has it fucked up the balance or something?
I don't know. Do I sound normal to everybody else?
You sound
Okay.
more like
You never
slightly more
sound
tinny.
normal.
I sound a bit teeny, do I?
Oh no, that's better. Yeah, I think you might just be far away.
Because that's small mic, and now mic is far away. Now it's small
There we go.
mic. Now it's
Yeah, Andy
so
said you were loud as
fine.
well. Oh, Mr. Baker says you sound odd, a bit loud, a bit tinny. Okay,
It's
yeah, it's not
probably-
just me then.
Okay.
Okay.
It's probably due to me humming into the
That's good
microphone,
to know.
and it's self-correcting and getting a bit annoyed.
Yeah, you fucked the microphone up. Don't do it.
Sorry.
1, 2, 3. So, Booker, what did you vote for?
Hello, Andy.
Same as John.
He
What, the
doesn't
humming?
know. He wasn't listening. He wasn't listening, so he just copied me.
Typical Joker. What else is new? Dan, what did you vote for?
I'm sorry. Those are options again.
That's all right. I expect that from Dan. It's not a problem. All right.
Hey, at least I'm
Basically,
not sleeping. I'm not.
do you want
sleeping.
to
Leave me
hunt
alone.
out the source of the humming, or do you want to study the skeletons?
Study the skeletons.
Okay, that's 4 for humming, 1 for skeletons, if I'm correct. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Looking forward to tomorrow, by the way, Andy. Skeletons. Okay, that's 4-2. Oh, Halakar.
Oh, Coco
Oh.
says Skellies as well.
That's 4-3 for Skellies.
Yes,
So
Halakar's
that
been
was-
paid.
Oh,
Halakar's been paid.
That was
Thank you,
Haruka,
Halakar.
Ricardo A,
wait,
Paint Minis Live, Pedar Ruane, Mike Percival, Mondo Hand, Master Blaster, Travis Masoner, Barney Fraggles, and Michael Stronghold.
There's 5 or 6 names we know in there.
Oh, Jeb says skeletons, right? We're at 4-4, guys. Any tiebreakers?
4-4. Well, we have 10 people in chat. Anyone who's just arrived, we have a choice between find out the source of the humming noise or investigate these skeletons. We're currently at 4-4. Ah, right, okay. And you're sharing your wealth. Thank you, Halakar. Good man.
Appreciate your generosity, mate.
Yes, definitely. And it does mean we don't have to look at Daniel for about 5 minutes.
I have
Tell you
to
what.
check my bank account first.
I'm just going to do that. There we go.
I knew you were going to move yourself.
I'm sitting here making rude gestures at you all.
You're lucky I can't see it. I feel your trollishness from underneath the banner.
Yes.
Anybody
Those who
else?
weren't there on
4-4? Any
those who
change
weren't
of
there on
votes,
Wednesday.
perhaps?
I had some gloriously trolley characters at Chaos Imcon. Kelsey, Daniel, you've been caught there because I moved you, so we can see what you're doing.
Hey,
Hello,
PBR.
PBR.
1,000 rounds.
Hey, PBR, do you want to find the source of the humming, or do you want to examine the skeletons?
Yeah, PBR, you get to decide because we're at 4-4.
You're the tiebreaker.
It's deadlock, and Daniel's trying to cheat. So
I
PBR,
never
you
do
could.
that.
No.
What? There's no message there. What are you talking about, John?
Have you just deleted it?
Maybe.
Oh, because you're an admin now, aren't you? Let's have a look at this community leaderboard now. I
The
love this
sword?
community leaderboard
What?
thing. Source. 3
The
beans.
source of the humming, yes, or the
Source of the humming.
skeletons.
Yeah. Oh. Well, your wrongs is currently on 75 XP.
Right. I'm gonna
He's
elect
jumped-
to go for humming because with straining ears, you soon locate the source of the humming. The source of the humming is the 2 skeletons on the settee.
Oh, right. Okay.
Okay.
Let's have a...
Told you.
Well, everyone's on 75 XP at the moment.
Seems that way. Is there a level cap or something?
I don't know.
There must be. Oh no. Oh no.
What?
It's a altered version of that riddle. You'll know when I start saying it.
Oh, go on then.
Gotta put your face in.
Cautiously, you approach the skeletons,
Okay.
fearing them to be part of some elaborate trap. Up close, they're much less forbidding, and of the two, the left one is clearly the looker.
I tried using.
The humming is coming from a speakerphone set on dial tone and lodged in the ribcage of the skeleton, pointing at itself. Without warning, a spine-chilling voice comes on the line. Brothers and sisters have I many, but that man's father is my son Lenny. For back in history I did stray, and had with mam my end away. So my own father I must be, but what is the name of my son me? The skeleton's riddle is a chin scratcher, and no mistake. To answer the riddle with me, turn to 217. To answer the riddle with Lenny, turn to 245.
Okay, give it again.
So do you remember the I think it's in Death Trap Dungeon where it's like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
man's
yeah,
father
yeah.
is my father's
Me,
son.
I think.
Yes.
Brothers and sisters have I many, but that man's father is my son Lenny. For
Hold
back
on,
in
hold on.
history I did
Hold on.
stray.
That man's father is my son,
Lenny.
Lenny. Okay.
For back in history I did stray, and had with mam my end away. So my own father I must be, but what is the name of my son me? To answer me, or to answer Lenny.
What is the name of my son, me?
Yep.
My son, me.
But it's not in quotations. Just for context.
Me. My son, me. Me.
Okay, so you think me, Joker,
Me.
you, okay.
All I know is it sounds like they're from Norfolk.
Yeah, I
Dan?
agree.
Me,
Yeah.
okay, that's 3 me's. Anybody? Hey, Mondo. How's it going?
Hi. That was a gift from Halakar, Mondo.
Halakar, is that a vote for me or Lenny? Or is that not a vote?
Halakar says that he's his own grandpa. That would be very scary. Tennessee, yes. They're all a bit inbred around there.
Mhm.
Tennessee.
You think Lenny. Okay. So that's 3 me, 1 Lenny. When I think Lenny, I think of Lenny from Of Mice and Men.
I think of Laverne and Shirley.
Can I pet the rabbits, George? Ray Charles has a song called I'm My Own Grandpa. Interesting.
It's a good name for a song.
It's definitely going to get you to click, right? Anybody else? Me's winning at the moment.
Didn't Ray Charles do Hit the Road Jack and things like that? Hit the Road Jack.
He didn't do it first, but I think he recorded a version of it. I think it was Roger Miller or somebody before Roger.
Yeah,
that
it
done
wasn't
first.
Carl. No.
Hello, Rice Alpha. TLB Massive. What's TLB?
Ah, that's somewhere.
Is that where you work?
Maybe.
Oh, you work with him, do you? Oh dear. Poor
Maybe.
you.
Paul's
Oh,
linguistics.
How's it going, bro? You okay? So me is winning at the moment, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn to 217 because I feel like you guys will want to read this. You want to hear this?
Okay, go on then.
So, feeling confident of your deductive powers, you clearly state your answer, me, to the skeleton. There's a soft whooshing sound as a spring mechanism releases an arrow, which hits you assertively in the back of the head. Gain 1 arrow in the head. If you have previously gained 1 arrow in the bottom, you now have collected the pair. You collapse to the ground, and with your dying breath, croak, Rosebud. Neither of the skeletons is a cinema buff, and in many ways, the illusion and your last breath are wasted. Your adventure ends
Okay,
here.
so the answer was Lenny. Right. Okay, let's pretend. Put down. And how many deads is that now?
I don't know how many deads that is now.
Should we go for 13? It was something like 12 last time, wasn't it?
We definitely got into the double digits, yeah.
Yeah. Let's go deads 13. I think that's pretty much where we are. Deads. I don't remember typing deads 13 before. I'd have made some comment on that. It might be deads 12, but it's around that. Right, let's pretend we said Lenny now. Okay. But that Rosebud thing, is a. I feel I do know the film reference. It's Citizen Kane.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Tentatively, you suggest Lenny to be the answer. The speakerphone says, "Thank you for riddling. Your answer is in a queue." And with a click, the line goes dead, leaving you standing in silence in a dark labyrinth with 2 comfortably seated skeletons. It's then that you notice the better-looking skeleton has a small, square, yellow scroll attached to its chest via a very mild adhesive. The scroll reads, "When faxing, dial 9 for an outside line." Puzzling over the true meaning of this clearly allegorical document, you unthinkingly wander deeper into the mystery of the labyrinth. 10 to 81. Saxius the 14th marches forward.
Wasn't Louis the 14th the Sun King? I think he was.
81. Okay. You arrive at a vast stone door with the words, "One file room," chiseled deep into the living rock. Guarding the door is a giant recumbent lioness with a handsome human head. This zoomorphic creature senses your presence and rears up awkwardly like an animatronic dinosaur at a theme park. "I am Sphinx 4.2, croaks the Sphinx. "Copyright 2000 BC. You're about to push open the huge stone door when a paw the size of a camper van lands in your path. "All who would enter the one file room must answer the riddle with which I will charge," she continues, then adds in an entirely different and quite perky voice, "Updates are ready to install." Do you have a Gorgon's head, or do you not?
We did.
We did have a
Nope.
Gorgon's head.
It got turned into the size of a conker, so it's now unusable.
Oh, okay. No, we don't. No, we don't have a Gorgon's head.
Turn to 76.
Oh,
That's just here. Oh, okay, right. It's one of these. Okay. Before you can react, the Sphinx intones her riddle at you. "What am I? I can visit at night or arrive in the day. I will always remain, even once I'm away. I will make all men poorer and cause health to fray. Yet if you catch me in your house, it is technically illegal to assault me. What am I?" If you work out the riddle, add up the numbers of the letters as before. Burglar, for example, would be 2 plus 21 plus 18 plus 7 plus 12 plus 1 plus 18 equals 79.
Which is the right answer. I'd said thief, burglar, robber. I would also have said the wife.
I would have said
Wife.
robber or burglar, yeah.
Yeah. The wife is a fair answer for that as well.
So
The
we're going
ex-wife.
to 79, it looks like. If we can figure out the answer anyway.
It's burglar.
Yeah, but
I'm a burglar, you cry, and the Sphinx bobs her head mechanically. So, are you answering the riddle or just telling me you're a burglar? She queries. You declare the former, unless in real life you are a burglar, in which case you're a bastard. The Sphinx rears up on her haunches. Very well, you may pass, she roars. After another riddle, that is. You bluster in protest, but she has already begun a new riddle, this time with multiple choices. What walks on 2 legs in the afternoon, 20 legs in the evening, and 90 legs at night? Do you answer the 3 ages of man, a robin standing on a caterpillar which ends up standing on a centipede, or a really successful conga?
Or a pissed up newt.
No, it's not an option.
I'm gonna say a really successful conga because that's what happens. But it could easily be a robin standing on a caterpillar. Or
Centipede. Yeah.
Centipede. Yeah.
I'm going with the robin.
I'm going with the conga.
Centipede.
Do.
All right, so
Come on and do the conga.
So 2. Okay, so I'll just. It might be
One
easier
of
if I
each
say
here.
A, B, and C, but for fuck's sake. Right. So 2 of you want the robin. 1 of you wants the conga. Someone in chat wants ages. There's 2 more congas. Okay, so we're at 3 conga, 2 robin, 1 man. Yes. What walks on 2 legs in the afternoon, 20 legs in the evening, and 90 legs at night? The 3 ages of man, a robin on a caterpillar on a centipede, or a really successful conga?
Or Amsterdam bottle.
I don't want to know. What do you get up to in an Amsterdam bottle? I was also going to say it could be Human Centipede 1, 2, and 3. If you watch 1 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, 3 in the evening.
I've not watched any of them, and I don't plan on it.
No, I haven't either. It was just a bad joke.
Okay, good. I'm starting to think there was like a 90-legged centipede in Human Centipede 3 or something. Like, oh, fuck.
Bad enough we got Sharknado.
I've not seen that either.
Yeah, sure, no. That's funny.
Do. Come on and do the conga.
Anybody else? Nope.
That was released as a hit,
Okay.
as a single in the UK by Black Lace, who were possibly the worst party band in history.
It can't be that bad if it keeps getting played, though.
Well, they were shocking. They were shocking.
No, you can't assault a burglar in your house.
You can. That's actually wrong because you can, as long as you are, you can prove. Yeah, as long as you can prove that you genuinely felt threatened, and you don't use force that goes beyond
excessive force. Yeah.
Yes.
The thing is, though, if they're in your house, if they start, trying to make an escape, and you go after them,
that's a problem.
Yeah,
but
if they move to Pennsylvania,
if they come at,
as long as you don't shoot them in the back, they'll probably give you money.
If they come at you, it's no holds barred. Basically,
it is, yeah. If they come at you, it is no holds barred because you are genuinely in threat. And of course, my lord, it was an accident. I did not mean to rear naked choke him for 30 seconds. I thought he was unconscious. I didn't realize he was dead.
It's his fault. He put his wife's stockings on as a bank raider's mask. It's his fault.
Yes.
There's a joke.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that we vote for Conga.
Yeah.
There's a joke in Pennsylvania. Ma'am, this woman's in court. Judge says, ma'am, why did you shoot your husband five times? Well, I thought he was a deer. Well, you didn't have to gut him.
Oh,
Because that's what you do to a deer after you shoot.
Yes, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes.
so
And also, you can use a weapon here in the UK as long as you don't go actively searching for a weapon to use as a weapon. If you can demonstrate that you just happened to pick it up because it was there and there was no planning beforehand, then you're fine.
fuck
So,
are you
as-
giggling at?
So in our shop, my boss bought a couple of cricket bats, and he said, "John, you used to play cricket, didn't you? I'm interested in learning cricket. You're showing me how to bat, aren't you?" And I was like, "Yes.
Yes,
So that's
you
why we
are.
have cricket bats in the shop. Yes.
Well,
No forward, no pre-planning whatsoever. You know.
No.
over here, it's if you keep a baseball bat in your car, do your lawyer a favor and keep
Have a glove and a ball as
glove in
well.
there also.
Yeah.
Yes.
But honestly, I could not live under those laws.
It's easy enough.
Yeah, but if you lived here, you wouldn't have guns either. So you know.
Yeah, you wouldn't worry.
No, you
wouldn't
just
worry.
get knifed by some asshole, and you're not allowed to protect yourself. Anyhow,
I've never seen a knife pulled. I've never seen a knife pulled on anybody. A lot of what you hear in America about knife crime over here, it's gangs. And if you avoid, it's like if you get to the dodgy areas of Chicago or New York or something like that, you're gonna come across gangs. If you go to dodgy areas of Birmingham, London, Manchester, you're gonna come across gangs. It's exactly the same. If you avoid those areas, you'll never
I
see.
know
any
of
that.
people who've had knives pulled on them. I've never had one, touch.
No,
wood,
I've never had a knife pulled on me. No one I know directly has ever had a knife pulled on them. So.
okay, now you do.
Do criminals have guns in the UK? No, they don't. That's the key. They don't. Because if they're caught with one, they get a much bigger sentence. Much bigger.
Yeah.
I will say to say that there are no guns in the UK is naive, though.
It is,
There
yeah. There is gun crime, and it's
Just-
illegal. And again, it's gangs.
But the sentence is so much more like larger than if you were to do the same thing with a knife.
And in turn, that's much larger than if you hit someone, if you punch someone in the face. Yeah.
Anyway,
it's all
so
proportional. Very
It is
few
a
criminals very few
con-
robbers in the UK enter houses armed. That's a no. That's a millstone.
because they know they can't.
They know if they get caught, they're fucked.
And then if they have a weapon and you obviously fight them, that's much more in your favor, isn't it? But if they don't have a weapon and you fight them, well, why were you fighting them? They were unarmed.
But if they come for you with their fists, you can defend yourself.
Oh yeah, no, Rena could
And
choke.
if you happen to know in your house where your cricket bat is, because of course you play cricket, or your putter is, because of course you play golf, whack someone over the head with a putter, it's going to really it's going to smart a little. I'm not saying I don't have some golf clubs not too far away from me right now that I would certainly use.
I feel so bad for you guys.
I wouldn't. We're
You know what, mate?
We're-
I think we feel safer than you.
yeah, that's the key.
Well, yeah,
Anyway,
Put it
we're
this way:
doing the
if you
conga.
felt safe, you wouldn't. If you felt safe, you wouldn't need all those guns.
Unless you're a collector, that's the thing. I mean, you can get a gun license in the UK.
Maybe,
you can collect guns if you've got a reason to have a license. You can do that.
There
You've got to
there
prove-
is sports shooting in the UK.
Yeah.
Clay pigeon shooting.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it is a really successful conga, you declare strongly, causing the state-of-the-art lioness/woman head to harumph. So she sulks. Here's yet another riddle, much tougher than the last. You
Go for it.
sense the Sphinx has been sitting on these riddles for a long time and is eager to cram them all in. To ignore her musings would be futile, however. My first is in but never in My second in rah and in rah can be viewed. My third is in rah, and is just like my second. My fourth is in ooh, as in pain that is reckoned. My fifth is in way, as my point I deliver. I am used by Apaches and come in a quiver.
Arrow.
Solve the riddle by adding up all the letters in your answer using the
Arrow.
corresponding positions in the alphabet. It doesn't actually tell you the answer this time. You'll be glad to know. Now divide that
Arrow.
number by itself and multiply the new number by 43.
43 is the answer then.
Yes. Then
Yes, Richard,
42.
43.
we do have sports shooting in the UK. We do have gun clubs. Clay pigeon shooting is quite popular. So I know someone who has a shotgun license, and I have seen their shotgun. And he has it for the reason that he is a member of a gun club. They go clay pigeon shooting, and that's allowed. That is allowed.
Irritably, you correctly inform the Sphinx that she is an arrow. She could not look more disgusted if you had broken into a desert paddock and weed on her cubs. A heavy shower of water and mascara hits you, and looking up, you see that the Sphinx is crying. Clearly, her inability to provide mind-bending riddles is a knock to her self-esteem. Cleverest of adventurers, take pity on the Sphinx and grant me an exit interview before you pass, just so I can get a few pointers on where I'm going wrong. To ignore the Sphinx's request, turn to 158. To grant her an exit interview, turn to 222.
I think we give her an interview. She asks us questions, so we can. Yeah.
So ignore or interview?
Interview, persisting.
Interview.
Interview.
Yeah.
3 interviews. Okay. Waiting on y'all, chat. Interview. Okay. Interview. Okay, that's 5-0 for interview. Ignore. Okay, 5-1. No, 6-1. Sorry. Nearly missed Mr. Baker there. 6-1 for interview. Got 10 people in chat, it looks like, and I'm one of them.
And me.
And you. Okay, so that's the majority then.
Yeah.
Okay. 222. Desmond. 222. Okay. Excellent. In bullet point form, you explain to the Sphinx that she needs to work on putting the clue in the question, not the answer. She nods like a badly oiled dashboard mascot and asks if she could work on putting your head in her mouth. You don't really grasp her meaning, and there's no time to clarify because the Sphinx is about to give you an exit interview to the death. Sphinx, aptitude 4.2, endurance 6.33 recurring. Okay, so our aptitude is 7, and our endurance is 7, which gives us a base fight score of 14. Hers is 10.53 recurring.
So we've beaten her.
No.
So we need to roll 2d6.
No.
Okay. Shall I roll for us and
Go ahead.
No. Dude.
just,
She
Well,
got a 10,
that's not good. That's really, really not good.
which gives her 20.53 recurring. And we got 20. Oh dear. That's a dead.
Okay. Okay. So this is Saxius the 15th coming into play now.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try again.
Go on then. Bring it.
Oh, she got a 6.
That's better.
That gives her 16.53 recurring. Yeah, we're
And
beating
I've
her.
got 6. Oh yeah, we've won this time.
Excellent. If you defeat this creature with a big cat body and a woman's head that asks a lot of questions, turn to 47.
47.
Okay. Glad to be past the Sphinx, you push open the stone door to the one file room and breathe a sigh of wonder. Whoever designed the one file room was probably on glue. The room is cathedral tall, with a thick stone ledge weaving dizzily up to the ceiling with some very angry bends. Tasteful halogen wall lights punctuate the darkness as background music hums from unseen speakers, surfing the rocky acoustics. In the center of the room, a dwarf dances eerily, basking in the shadows of a well-lit lift. You could use the lift or climb the ledge. So lift or ledge? Hey, Doc.
Hello.
Screw it. Use the left.
Lift?
Probably a trap, but
Joker?
Ledge.
Ledge? John?
Lift.
Lift. Okay, 2-1 for lift.
Halicar's getting a
2-2.
headache.
3-2 for lift. 4-2 for lift.
We're all old and
5-2
tired.
for lift. I'm like somewhat young, but still tired. Very. Okay, that's that. Yeah, 5-3 for lift.
Anybody else voting?
We all know you like to live life on the edge, Doc.
Speaking of living life on the edge, has Andy gone to sleep?
Oh, he may have just nodded off, bless him.
Yeah, bless him. Bless his cotton
5-3.
socks.
If he's wearing them, yeah.
I would hope he is.
Oh, yeah, he's asleep, see?
There we are.
Oh.
I am a bit disappointed that XP seems to be capped at 75.
Very strange, right?
Yeah. It's going to take a long time to gain levels.
No,
I do like the idea
don't
of-
give him ideas, Halakar.
I do like the ideas of the idea of having a community leaderboard, but it seems you get 25 XP per comment, and then that's where it stops.
Halicar, actually, you're correct.
Oh, shit. I shouldn't have mentioned it at all.
It resets every stream. That's not good. It's not good. It should add up. It should keep going.
It
Because
should
this is-
accumulate.
This is proper old school D&D where you need 2,500 XP, so 2,000 XP. We're fighters. 2,000 XP to gain a level. Not new school D&D where you need 300 XP to get to second level.
Oh, where's the fun in that?
Let me answer that question. There isn't. Not unless you divide all the XP awards by 7. Then it evens out nicely. Then it's like, ha, got you now. Yeah.
Okay.
It's 300 XP for level 2, and a goblin is worth 50, I think.
We are using the lift. As we haven't had any late votes. Turn to 150.
So a party of 4 need to kill 24 goblins to reach level 2.
Oh. Cautiously, you glide past the dancing dwarf. There's a way too big space in the book there. His pupils have rolled back into his temples, leaving his eyes glassy and white. As you step into the open lift, the dwarf senses you and begins bobbing towards you in a very needy way. You press the button for the top floor, but the doors do not close. The dwarf
Sounds like an ex-girlfriend of mine.
The dwarf is up against you now, badly swinging his plaits. Hoping to placate him, you dance a little in return. This only makes the dwarf needier, and he dances up against you with the rhythm of the night.
Oh.
This will be a
Definitely sounds
sad.
like an ex-girlfriend.
This will be a sad yet easy fight, a necessary dance of death. Needy dancer, aptitude 2, endurance 1. Oh, I think unless he gets a 12 and we get a 1, which is a draw.
Go on.
Oh, we got a 10. That's not good enough. We win.
We win. Yeah, we win. I don't even need
If
to roll,
we
do
put
I?
out the needy dancer's lights, turn to 227. 227 it is.
Yeah, that was what we got. There we are.
The doors close on the needy dancer, and the lift speaks in a soothing female voice. Welcome to the one file room lift. Directors are reminded to have passes ready for inspection. You press the up button, but the lift doesn't move. You are in the one file room lift. Thank you for choosing the lift. Suddenly, the doors open again, and 2 pale wizards with visitor badges pinned to their robes step over the dead dwarf and into the lift with you. The paler of the 2 presses in his employee's card against the lift. Going up, says the lift. Turn to 119.
The wizards just cast levitate on the lift.
I maybe. How slow is levitate?
You just go.
The lift is as slow as the cloud. That's why I've asked. The wizards clearly know each other, but your presence is holding them back from chatting. It gets so bad that you consider snapping one of your fingers off to break the silent tension. After a while, the paler one mutters to his colleague, I made a few ales disappear last night. The other wizard snorts with derisive laughter. Then nothing. I was out with that snow witch again. Ooh, says the other. Did you trouble it? The first wizard makes a hand gesture you don't understand, but it looks sordid, or tacky, or possibly both. You wince with embarrassment as the lift continues its maddeningly slow ascent. 10 to 48. So long is your journey in the lift that by the time you make it to the top, you have bonded with both wizards in a big way. Aside from their sexist vernacular, they're 2 regular meat and potato wizards. Honest guys here to install USB cauldrons on all the company's PCs. During a group hug, the less pale wizard, Grindmirth, maybe? I don't know. Realizes they've come in on the wrong day, which everyone finds hilarious. No longer needing it, Grindmirth gives you his visitor's badge and high-fives you. Then Gorin, the much paler of the 2, gives you big 10s, and the badge shimmers. As they head back down in the lift, you notice the badge now reads, Director. Gain 2 office luck points.
Oh.
What the fuck? Okay. It doesn't say we can't go over the initial, so we have 10 office luck.
Okay, we haven't had to use that very much, have we?
Not this one, no.
Nope.
Feeling brilliant and relaxed, you turn out onto a landing, then see a sight that almost stops your heart. Turn to 62. Oh, jeez. Okay. You got some aardvark?
Yeah. What's that meant to be?
A hydra, I guess?
Yeah, look,
Like a dragon hydra?
yeah, it's a bit scary.
A little bit.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh.
Looks like one of the heads has already been cut off. And I say cut because it looks like a clean sever. Okay. You come face to face with a many-headed giant serpent, gleaming in oil like the torchlight. Gleaming like oil in the torchlight. So busy are the heads gossiping The act of blatantly discussing an issue or person in a low voice in front of an outsider who isn't meant to hear, the outsider feels like less than nothing. It actually gives the description there as well. It actually gives the definition of the word. So busy are the heads gossiping that it's a while before you're noticed, which gives you time to take in the horrifying scene. Tangled in the coils of the beast's underbelly, you spy something gleaming. With a leap of your heart, you see the brass hoops of a lever arch file glinting under the panel lighting. The spine of the file is engraved with a number, and that number is 1.
The one file.
Turn to 172. Oh my god,
You
is
must
this the
have it.
end game?
You must have it.
Surely not. I mean, this is stream 3, I guess. But here we go. Suddenly, one of the serpent's heads notices you. Is this person being dealt with? Says the white head to a green head, popping its glasses on and examining your director's badge. Nothing to do with me, replies the green head blankly. Sorry about this, says a gold head to you. Our head of department's away at the minute, she simpers, gesturing to the stump of a severed neck next to her. We're a bit at 6s and 7s. 6s and 7s, I wish, barks an azure head. I'm doing the work of a full Hydra as it is. As no part of the Hydra wants to take responsibility, it occurs to you that you could just attack it. Would you be foolish enough to attempt such a thing, or will you play ball instead? Attack the Hydra or play ball?
Play ball.
I was about to say, I was just thinking to myself, I would put what's left of my mortgage, which thankfully isn't a lot, on Daniel saying attack it. And I'd have just lost it. I'd have had an extra month to pay.
Bustles even.
Yeah, I'm going to say play ball as well.
Balls.
Balls.
I'm
Yes,
just
balls.
sick of dying, John.
Balls. Right, that's 6 balls. I'm glad to know there's an even number. I still see 10 people, so I guess we're playing ball.
Yeah,
Faker,
looks,
yep,
looks,
confirmed.
looks like we're balling. We're balling.
Balling. Yep. Let's see how.
Oh, Richard says attack. Richard said something different to everybody almost every time tonight.
Oh, you gotta be a dick, huh, Richard?
He's being mercurious, is what it is.
Yeah, he's doing the curious role in Mercurious's absence.
Looks like we're playing ball. Okay. Just one form I need you to fill out. Then the one file's yours. Slithers the gold head as the green head passes you the form in its mouth. Then, wait, hang on. Which head is this? It doesn't actually. I don't know which voice I'm doing for this. Then, as Firetop Mountain policy, we ask that all directors taking the one file must first action a task in one of our sister companies. The head flicks a forked tongue at 3 round doors. We'd ask you to retrieve one of the following. Disappointed at your lack of proactivity, it adds, it might help if you write this down. Hey, Squirrel Hermit. So, we need you to bring back one of the following. Either the accident book from the Golden Scart, that's a ship, adds the azure head, wrapping her vast cranium on a blue wooden door. The tears of a sweatshop djinn, that's a genie, says the yellow head. Door menacingly. The gold head slithers towards the final green door. Or, we need you to get a bow from one of the tree folk. Like the B-O-U-G-H bow. That's a walking, talking tree, wheedles the azure head. Which prize will you hunt for, brave director? The accident book from an office at sea? Genie's tears from a fiery sweatshop? Or the bough of a tree that works in telemarketing?
Cheers.
I'm going for the bow of the tree
Cheers, a la carte.
because I used to be a
Cheers, a la
telemarketer.
carte.
Don't hold it against me, but I did it for like 9 months.
Okay, so we've got
Now,
two for Boff.
I've worked on a telephone help desk, and I feel sorry for the tree that has to do that. So I'm going to go for the tears of the genie instead.
Right, so we got 2 for Tears and 2 for Boff.
Boff, yes.
So, no one for Accident Book. Okay. So we're currently at 2 for Genie's Tears from a Fiery Sweatshop. I keep doing that. Or the Boff of a Tree that works in telemarketing. We've also got 2. No one has voted for the Accident Book from an Office at Sea.
Well, wait and see.
We shall see.
We shall see, yes.
Upon the sea.
Somewhere
Yeah, that's the right one.
beyond the sea. I'm singing some Bobby Darin. I've got some culture.
I know, he always ruins the song that we're singing, right? Oh, there's another one for Boff. Right, we're at 3-2 for Boff.
You with no compassion for the poor Boff.
I remember Boff from the first Johnny English film.
I remember there used to be a sports broadcaster in the UK called Frank Boff,
Yeah.
who was seen as being quite sort of proper, yes, you know, until it all emerged that his private life was cocaine and hookers.
Mhm.
Nothing wrong with that.
No,
It sounds
he
like
went
a
up.
regular weekend for Dan. Yeah.
He went up and all. Yeah.
I said that to Janet from another planet.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
She's going to Vegas for 2 weeks.
Oh, nice.
I told her, said, make sure you take enough money for the coke and hookers. Bear had to explain that to her. She's like, what? He goes, you need money for cocaine and hookers, Janet. It's Daniel. It was kind of funny.
That's what we expect from you, Daniel.
Any late votes? We're at 3 for Bow of the Tree and 2 for Genie's Tears. And no one for Accident Book from the Office at Sea.
Who cares about accidents?
Hey, if it weren't for accidents, there might not be a lot of people on Earth right now.
That's true.
Guys,
Yes,
that's
sir.
what I'm thinking about it. My daughter came home from the whatever high school ceremony last night, got 4 scholarships for $2,500.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Congratulations.
It'll pay
Well done,
for-
Kelsey.
It'll pay for 6 months of rent.
That's a great start. That is wonderful.
Yeah. So anyhow,
Yeah.
you
No late votes.
My lad was supposed to use for my son for his 18th birthday. We bought him a few experiences. One of which is a skydive.
Oh, that's
He was supposed to do that today, but he got called off because of the wind.
Hi.
Hey, girls.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, the same one of the family.
He tried to pretend to be you earlier, just so you know.
Yeah, he started to say something, and then he was trying to talk over someone, and I told him to stop being rude. I'm like, you can't just talk over people.
Well, it's not entirely his fault. I mean, you know, there's a delay because of the internet.
Yeah, I mean, that's true, I guess. I would
Okay,
never
looks
go
like we got no late votes.
skydiving is terrifying. No, skydiving's horrible. I would never. Absolutely not. 0 out of 10.
So, any more votes? Any more votes? No.
Looks like Boff, the bough of a tree.
So the next experience thing that we've got lined up for my lad is he's got a flying lesson as well.
That's awesome.
So,
Okay, this is interesting. Wearing an expression of grim determination, you pass through the green wooden door and stand at the edge of a silent forest in full bloom. The undergrowth is dense and foreboding. This presents you with a dilemma, as you literally can't see the trees. Unsure how to flush one out, you sit down on a mossy hummock and unpack your lunch of berries and nuts. Before you can pop a single cashew in your mouth, 3 mean-spirited squirrels working as a team overwhelm you. Soon, you are bereft of victuals. That's a new word.
victuals.
These victuals.
Victuals.
These woods are no safe place for the unwary, says a voice in a coarse brogue behind you. You would do well to keep moving. Brushing damp moss from your backside, you get up from your hummock to see a tall ranger wearing cycling shorts. Despite being the same race as you, the ranger declines to shake your hand. Yeah, squirrels! It's your family! They just robbed me!
Hobby's nuts.
If you are unencumbered by a buzzard, turn to 38. If you have a buzzard, turn to 214. We don't have a buzzard anymore because we traded
No,
it
we
for the
don't.
Gorgon's head.
Yes, we did.
And we got his head. We are unencumbered by a buzzard. Turn to 38.
Guessing a buzzard would be useful here to take care of the squirrels.
Yes, I think
depends
based
on
on
the
what I'm reading,
squirrels.
the buzzard would have been helpful, but for the next moments, you struggle to garner information from the ranger. Your conversation goes a bit like this. Where are the tree folk, please? It would be wise to keep on moving. Can you please direct me to the tree folk? Moving on would be the wise option. In what direction are the tree folk? The wise would keep... Don't! Please stop saying that. Don't say that again. Now, where are the main tree folk, please? Where is the office of the tree folk? Tree folk? Please? Tree folk? Fine, I'll go it alone. Good. You venture into the forest without the assistance of an uppity ranger. Turn to 251.
Oh, we're in trouble, aren't we? We're in trouble.
If need
Yes.
be, I mean, we can always go back and choose one of the other doors.
Yeah.
If we die. Let's see.
Genie's tears. Genie's tears. Let's see.
I've seen this word before, but I don't know what it means. Recalcitrant.
My brain isn't working.
Glad to be rid of the recalcitrant ranger. I don't know how I know how to say it, but I know
Reluctant?
that's correct. No, recalcitrant. I don't know. Anyway, you traipse through the copse, keeping one ear to the ground for anthropomorphic trees.
I'm looking it up.
It's not long before you
Obstinate,
come across...
uncooperative.
Okay. It's not long before you come across a short man in a plaid hassock carrying a large basket. He informs you that he is the Sandwich Man, and he asks you to let the forest know that the Sandwich Man is in the copse area. The squirrel theft has left you with no lunch of your own. Will you look in the Sandwich Man's basket, or just jog on?
Basket.
Basket.
Basket, yes.
Your foot in basket.
Recalcitrant, it means obstinate, awkward, uncooperative.
Me.
Me?
Abacus.
Yeah.
Basket. Oh, sorry.
Basket.
I'll type it out.
Basket case.
There you go. Recalcitrant. So we're at 4 baskets.
That's a pretty good picnic.
Jog on. Don't F with the squirrel. This is the sandwich man.
The Sandwich Man, yes.
Nothing to do with the squirrels.
Had a good song by Basket Case.
My Green Day basket case, you mean?
Aye.
Aye, yes, aye. It's a decent song. I'm not a Green Day fan, but some of their songs were all right.
Oh, I had to turn them off today.
Quite like Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
I like that
walk a
song.
lonely road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good song.
And they're
That's
over.
the other
And they're
reason-
o-
that's
and
the
they're
other
over.
reason
Listen
it's
to
famous.
American Idiot.
The American
That's
Idiot was
another one.
very good.
Wake me up when September ends.
Oh, I love that song. That is so moving and emotional. It's stupid. I love that song.
Squirrel said he was just joking. Right, we're at 5 baskets, which I think that's fair enough to say that.
I think we'll go with a bit of basketry.
Let's have a look in basket. What's going on here?
Aye.
Wait, am I on the right page?
Probably not.
No, that is the right page. Okay. Cool. Keenly, you root around in the sandwich man's basket, but there's nothing you fancy, and he's run out of soup. However, there's something magnetic about the basket. No matter how little you want anything from it, you cannot stop yourself from sifting again and again through its contents. Finally, you pull yourself away. No, hang on. Maybe the brie and cranberry baguette. Maybe not. The bread looks a bit cakey. Paralyzed by the basket's curse magic, you spend the entire weekend locked in indecision over a Western egg croissant and a withered duck wrap before dying a peaceful yet hungry death in a copse. Your adventure ends here.
Hey,
Saxius
Yogi,
the 16th in full
hey,
flow.
Yogi, we got to pick it back to it.
Come on, I wanted a nice like tuna mayo or something, you know, like. Okay, we're going back to. Okay, I'll give you guys a choice. Just you three, just to speed it along. Should we go back and choose the other option, or do you want to go back to the doors?
Just go back to the other option.
Other
Okay.
option.
Other option.
It's
So-
So we are now
back
Saxius the
to-
16th.
We are indeed.
We are destined to face
So-
the guillotine.
We are jogging on. In fact,
So
we're
how
telling
many
him
guests do we have?
15.
Holy shit.
So it says just jog on, but it's more like we're telling him to jog on. If you Americans and Canadians, jog on is another way of a slightly politer way of saying fuck off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
On you push through the tangled undergrowth, deeply worried to have missed the second most important meal of the day. Within moments, you arrive at a clearing with the words sales office written clearly in bracken on a big fern. In you go. 5. Page 5. Okay. The Tree Folks sales office is a slow motion bustle of activity. One tree is dialing a number on a telephone, but doing it so ponderously that the line cuts off before he completes it. Behind him, a calendar shows a sapling with the caption, Miss February. Another tree has just sealed a big deal and plods at glacial speed towards a reward ball fastened to the opposite wall. They all look so healthy that getting a bow from any of them is going to be like taking candy from a Bengal tiger. While you scan the office for a tree likely to be an easy pushover, One tree with a stalk in its branches approaches. Whom I am doing a sponsored stalk. It is to see how many days I can keep a stalk in my branches. Will you sign my form? Pardon me. To sponsor the deciduous donor, turn to 187. To ignore the philanthropic forest dweller. Fuck it. Well, my
I like the
philanthropic
alliterations.
forest dweller. Turn to 213. So, sponsor him or ignore him?
Sponsor.
Sponsor.
Ignore.
2 sponsor, 1 ignore. Sponsor the deciduous donor or ignore the philanthropic forest dweller?
Good alliteration.
Go on, you try saying that, John.
What? Sponsor the deciduous donor. Ignore the philanthropic
other one?
forest dweller.
Good man. I like how you said what, just to be like, yeah, what? That thing that's so easy. So we're at 2 sponsor, 1 ignore. Anybody in chat?
I don't know. It says we've got people in chat. Saxius is 16. Sally's 4. Coco, which is 2.
2 for ignore.
Okay. It's up to chat to decide this one then.
Hey, your first place on my screen, Coco. Oh, I'm at 100 XP. Oh, Coco's at 150. Oh, you cheeky bastard. How have you done that?
Oh.
Nobody else? Because we're at a deadlock at the moment, so if need be, I can roll a die.
Yeah, I guess roll.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Right, so odds, sponsor, evens, ignore him. And we're ignoring him. Nope. Poor guy. Or thing. Turn to 2, 1, 3. Yeah, since you're number 1, yeah, that's why, yeah, we go here definitely, yeah, okay. Oh, this is interesting. Throwing your money around isn't going to help anyone, and you angrily push the sponsor form away. Whom you have earned the mistrust of the tree folk, breathes the stalk-infested tree, and the rest of the office eyes you suspiciously. It's like being given the cold shoulder by a furniture department, and you could cut the atmosphere with a plunge-cut circular saw. Breaking the wooden silence, a jolly fawn line manager walks in and tells everyone to get back to work or they'll be for the chop. Turn to 236.
That's so funny. In one of my stores, I had a furniture department. That's funny.
Were the trees eyeing you suspiciously?
The employees were.
The fawn line manager looks suspiciously like Bernie Ditter, except with hairy trousers and hoofy shoes. He sees you looking warily at his bloodshot eye and nervously distracts your attention by pulling out a wooden mobile phone and playing you his new panpipe ringtone. You tell Fawn Ditter you think it's way cool, and he visibly relaxes, perhaps a bit too much. Having gained his confidence, you ask in a low whisper how one might procure a tree folk bough if one were in the market for such a commodity. You want a tree folk bough? I'll get you a tree folk bough. No problem. Let's do it. That one over there hasn't hit a sales target in weeks, so he's getting the axe anyway.
Hey!
Fawn Ditter.
Sorry, I like that joke. That's good.
It's good, yeah.
Yeah.
Fawn Ditter slyly nods his head towards a tense-looking tree, smoking a cigarette and squeezing a stress owl. Setting your sights on a scalable branch, you bring your cutting-edge experience to bear on the tree. Tense smoking tree, aptitude 2, endurance 5. Jonathan, we are at aptitude 14. I'm rolling for the
Okay.
enemy. They have a battle score of 14, 17 in total. He has a battle score of 7 plus 10, 11. Nope, not good enough. We win. If you defeat the coniferous cold caller, turn to 134.
More wonderful alliteration. I do like that.
134. Doo-doo-doo-doo. If a tree falls over in an open plan sales office, it makes a massive sound. As you hack a boff from their felled colleague, the tree folk point many twiggy fingers accusingly in your direction. You have slain our choreographer. Relatively quickly, your blood runs cold until you realize one of the trees is fanning you with an amateur dramatics flyer. It seems the sales team has been rehearsing a show as an after-work activity, and you have smitten their dance teacher. You could make good your escape or make theatrical amends.
Run.
Stage left.
Okay.
Theatrical amends.
Okay, that's 2 for theatrical, 1 for escape.
In the words of Huckleberry Finn, stage left.
Yep.
Leave it to you, chat. Jeb says run.
Used to love Huckleberry.
Coco says amends. Okay, so that's 3-2 for running. Okay, that's 4-2 for running. Yep, so we're still at 4-2.
Scram.
Should we scram?
Scram.
I haven't heard that word in forever.
No, I haven't either.
Quite good. Let's just go with that, just for the heck of it, yeah.
Yes.
Because it's working
yes.
anyway. Let's scram. Turn to 91.
What's this fill style here? I'm sorry, just looking at options.
91. Was that
I'm
correct?
playing.
Yes.
Oh, look.
Oh, look, you're drawing.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are glad to be leaving the slow-paced sales spinney. As you trek out of the office and retrace your steps to the green door, you hear the loud report of a sales bell being rung over the forest. The sound upsets the stork, causing it to burst high above the forest in a shower of falling leaves. Turn to 174. So we've got the bow of a tree folk, and we've got the director's
Lovely.
Lock goes down.
Lovely.
So
What we needed.
director's badge and tree folk off. There you go. Excellent. Turn to 174. 174. You return to discover the Hydra has been fired for gross misconduct and has been replaced by an approachable cockatrice. You place an ent bow. You place an ent bow down before it, and the cockatrice pecks it willfully before nudging the one file over to you. You clasp the file in your hands. The metal is so cold, it almost burns. At last, you will be able to face the regional accounts director. At last, you will have revenge. 10 to 27.
Do it.
So, we do not have the tree folk buff, and we now have the one file. Oh my gosh, guys, we actually did it. We got the one file. It only took us 16 deads, 15 deads. So that was 174. Sorry, just bear with me. And I'm turning to 27. That's correct. Okay. Clasping the one file to your chest, you weave back down to ground level, where it dawns on you that the only way back is through the labyrinth. From memory, you retrace your steps. Over the place and round the point, down the bend and up the stoop, mid the scene and past the thing, up the gap and round the path, until you arrive back at the photocopier, where an elf is talking sternly to a short, bespectacled troll. To eavesdrop on the dispute, turn to 182.
It's me.
To steer clear, turn to 59. Eavesdrop or steer clear?
We've got to listen in.
I agree.
Sleepy Jerome?
What was that, sorry?
Yep, there, just as I thought. To eavesdrop on a dispute or to steer clear?
Eavesdrop.
Okay, that's 3 for eavesdrop.
Yeah. Over to chat.
Oh, it's been a while since we saw the photocopier, guys, right? We have
Jerome, are you
director's
pulling,
badge
are you
now. I
pulling
mean,
Dan? Hey, Daniel.
here noise attempt for the win. Okay, that's 4 for eavesdrop. Oh no, sorry, I missed Miss Squirrel Hermit. That's 5 for eavesdrop. I was still looking at your previous comment saying scram. I'm like, oh, okay. 5 for eavesdrop. Shall we eavesdrop? Let's eavesdrop.
Yes. Here, noise attempt. We're human, so it's about 10% AD&D, or 1 in 6 in basic D&D. Unless we're a thief, we get a bonus.
Using your sword. Wait. No, wrong one. The elf is angrily dressing down the myopic troll for printing out a homemade novel about a subterranean romance which ends in divorce and a bitter childcare dispute. The elf's fury mostly stems from the troll having written the large print erotic romance on work time. Before continuing, you decide to take a quick breather and have a nice sit down. Turn to 59. We haven't actually had a nice sit down, have we, this whole time?
No.
We were traipsing through those corridors for God knows how long. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Turn to 59, yes. Pressing on, you return to the open plan office, staffed with the creatures of legend. It's business as usual, except the tea lady in a tabard is struggling to push the Aztec-looking portal on casters, while the IT troll with a mobile phone in a leather pouch attached to its wrist looks on. A griffin is introducing himself as the new head of IHR to the other staff, while a magic chimp flits after him, trying to take his measurements. Things move fast around here. 10 to 257. You're not fucking wrong. We're a director now.
Yeah, we are we're not the regional accounts director, though, are we? We've got to fight him,
No.
haven't we?
Whoever he is. I will laugh if it's just a picture of Saxius.
That was funny. Oh my god.
Thank you. With one eye fixed on the portal and another on a pixie who's going through your things, you watch as the IT troll and the tea lady approach a painted wall. The troll punches a code into a keypad on the wall, and it slides noiselessly open. The tea lady lugs the portal through the wall with much grumbling. You must follow the portal, but as you try to move forward, the one file becomes heavy, like it has a will of its own. Then you notice everyone's weapons are pinned to the floor, and deduce that the IT troll must have switched on a floor magnet. It's obvious now that you think about it. Hold this book out to the side of you with your best arm. Do this right away and keep it held out for 1 minute.
Do it then.
If anyone
watching.
notices and asks you, I've already fucking read it out now. If anyone notices and asks you what you're doing, turn to 144. If nobody notices or you just get the odd funny look, turn to 92.
Do it then.
What was she not
Well, I'm-
doing?
What you doing, you bloody weirdo?
Oh, wait, sorry, I have to do it for a minute.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just watch him there, because even though the book isn't very heavy, this will feel heavier after about 30 or 40 seconds.
Indeed.
It will do. This is
Why
where
am
the
I-
troll runs up. This is where the troll runs over and tickles you under the arm. Yeah.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah. Yes. How long you done it for so far?
Oh, just another 20 seconds.
Getting heavy yet?
Yeah. Literally at 40 seconds, it started to get heavy. I'm like, oh, damn. Is there something sitting on my arm? What's going on here?
Well done.
Did anybody
Well done.
notice what I was doing?
I told you you're a bloody what? That's that bloody idiot doing.
What you doing, you bloody idiot?
Yeah.
If anybody notices and asks you what you're doing, turn to 144.
Yes.
You nincompoop.
Yeah, bloody nincompoop.
Good word.
What am I doing? Who knows? Who the knows? Uh-oh. That is not good.
No, Rihanna
yeah.
face.
Maybe you shouldn't have noticed, although I'm not sure if it would have made a difference. Let's see. Straining against the security magnet, you move as rapidly as you can towards the painted door. Your strength holds, but you grunt like a female tennis player struggling to adapt to the demands of the modern game. Moving inexpertly, you collide with a wall of griffin. The griffin has no fillings whatsoever, and the magnet does not affect him. Desperately, you try to push your way past and into the secret passage, but the griffin is keen to impress his new staff. "Not on my watch, Sunbeam," he says, frowning with a single brow. Then he produces a wireless keyboard and asks you if you know what's coming next, Sunbeam. So near yet so far. You are attacked to death by a griffin with a wireless keyboard. Your adventure ends here.
Oh. Yes. Jeb has preempted that very nicely. Yes. Dead.
Yeah.
16.
257. Hey, nobody noticed what I was doing, right?
No, we didn't. No, we did. We sort of looked at you weirdly, but we didn't question you.
Or it says if nobody notices, or you just get the odd funny look. Turn to 92.
We gave you funny looks. That's normal, though. That's the thing.
Very true.
Yes.
Leaving your sword and straining against a remarkably strong magnet, you use a clever body rotation system to lurch across the floor with the metal file. You are halfway to the painted wall when two halflings on a conference call drop their phones and rush at you. You believe the game to be up, but the halflings misinterpret your urgent hunched rotation to be a dance from the Shire and join in. This creates an excellent diversion. And you manage to lug the one file through the painted wall as the griffin has a stern word with two rotating halflings. Turn to 232. Yeah, I'm glad nobody noticed what I was doing.
No. We just looked at you weirdly.
Welcome to the Boris Dancing of Elves.
You stand breathless in the inky shadows of a thickly carpeted stairwell. A door slams above you, and after a muffled conversation, the IT troll and the puffed-out tea lady re-emerge unencumbered and shuffle down the stairs and past you in the darkness. Unseen, you steal up the carpeted stairs on a torchlit landing. In front of you is a giant portrait of a suited man, gazing down with burning white eyes and flaming red braces. It is the regional accounts director in portrait form. His very stance strikes fear into your heart, causing you to let off. Lose 2 aptitude points. Off. Oh dear, oh dear. To waste time by taking a moment to calm down, turn to 224. To gird your loins and knock on the door like you mean business, turn to 117.
Good.
Yes, let's do some good.
Good.
You're waiting. Dan says wait. I say let's get a girding.
Calm down or gird.
You're girding. Girding.
Or knock. Yeah. So calm down or knock.
Come on then, chat.
Come on, we're coming towards the end. This is surely the man himself. The myth, maybe legend, I don't know. But it's already not Axios because he has braces, so.
Don't know if chat are alive. How's the chat experience points going?
Let's find out.
Coco and Jeb are both on 150. You're on 100. Young's on 75. Andy's on 75. So how did they get that jump to 150? Give XP. Oh.
Of course, there's hurdy-gurdy and knock. I like that. Hurdy-gurdy. Calm him down and slap the file into his hands. calm down. Girding the loins is how we ended up married.
That is true.
Indeed, good sir. Calm down. What did you guys say?
Good.
Good.
I assume Dan said gird.
Yes,
He did.
he
Okay.
likes to gird his loins.
So that's 4 girds, 2 calm downs. Are we doing the hurdy-gurdy?
I don't know. It depends. What, I mean, if anyone else in chat would like to change our mind, we're
Seems-
here to.
Seems we've gone down to 7.
It does, yes. Just to show off some toys while we're waiting. Oh,
Oh, very dark, very ages.
ah,
Ooh, very gas, very light. Oh, yes. The triplets.
Pendragon's at work. I wanted to read some of it today. I didn't get a chance. Well, I should have. I could have read some this morning.
You've been being a nerd at work as well. Good man, good man. All right, I guess we are girding. Let's do this, boys.
Good girdage.
Gurdy. Right, here we go. Okay. You knock boldly on the door, and a slick velvet voice calls, "Come in." Oh, come in. I don't know. Still feeling a bit windy, you creep cautiously into an antique room containing a leathery desk and a portal on wheels. At the desk is a man with a stance that would strike fear into anyone, causing them to let off. But having just seen his portrait, you remain icy calm. Gain 2 aptitude points.
Ah.
Well then.
Sorry, Pete.
All
Been
good.
trying to- I've been trying to cook dinner too, so
All right.
that's why I keep popping in and out.
In a pinstriped power robe, the regional accounts director allows his white eyes to bore into you, and he steeples his ice-white fingers with nails like manicured nails. The other kind of nails, though. So you are the temp who's been creating all the vacancies, he jests icily, producing your timesheet. You'll need this signed, then. I'll put you down for 20 hours, since you've clearly been so busy today. He signs it with an elaborate quill and mockingly holds it out to you. As if you're playing a corporate version of paper, scissors, stone, you produce the one file. The accountant's grin evaporates. My dear, I'm going to do something I never do now, and that is to give one of my workers a choice. As he grins, you swear you see pointed teeth. You can either hear all about me and that folder you hold, or be slain where you stand. To play for time and hear your archenemy's backstory? Turn to 220. To face the dread fiscal reaper now? Turn to 28.
Backstory.
Listen to his story, or face him now.
Well, you've got to give a villain a chance for his monologue, haven't you?
I agree.
Yeah, let's hear the story. Yeah,
I was
let's
more,
hear the
I was
story.
more, I was more thinking, let him do the monologue. We'll find his weakness through the monologue.
Well, maybe. Yes, that's a good idea. Good thinking, that man. Chat, monologue, or fight?
Monologue or fight? Get the backstory? Okay. That's 4. Monologue. Y'all just want to hear me chat shit, don't you?
Well,
Yep.
that's true.
Yeah, I just want you to fill up the last sort of 15 minutes of the stream before I go off to bed, and there we go.
I'm hoping we can finish the book because it's looking like we're
Yeah.
going to.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. There hasn't seemed to have been like a chance to have provisions or anything because it's never really mentioned
No.
anything about that. But our endurance is lower than it was when we started, which gives us a
we've
low
had a-
score, which isn't great. But we'll see what happens. Monologue it is. 10 to 220. Just check, make sure I've got everything written down. 117, was that the right one? Yes, it was. 10 to 220. The accountant reclines arrogantly in his chair and begins his tale. There was a time when I was just like you, he begins. Just a lone rat in a marathon, trying to pay the rent. These hands have cleaned pigs and scrubbed floors. Once, I even used to work in HMV in order to make ends meet. I knew a business degree could change all that, so I studied hard until I learned the game inside out. But where did it get me? Data entry. I had a qualification, but I was still answering to a head of financial ops who didn't yet need to shave. I became disillusioned and soon fell in love with the wrong crowd. Soon fell in with the wrong crowd.
Sure.
We did bad things. One night we went too far. We did a Ouija board. It didn't work, and everyone went home. But the next day, I was visited by an apparition, an administratively capable apparition from another realm that completed my data entry for me while I looked up occult things online. The speedy and accurate work of the apparition turned heads. I began to climb the corporate ladder and even earned my own porter cabin. Soon, I was able to usurp my boss. She was furious. Ha! You thought it was a man, didn't you? Ha! Wrong. Swift, then, was my ascent to charterdom. Yet no one knew my secret. I took control of the company. By then I had a boggart doing my filing, and a magic vole doing my hair. But it wasn't enough. I wanted to expand production, but I couldn't afford the wages. What was I to do? Cease trading? Did the pharaohs of Egypt let payroll stand in the way of their ambitious pyramid schemes? No? So, I conceived a gateway, a portal of entrapment powered by the blood of temps. No one would miss them after all. All that was needed was one file to lock the low-waged workers here in this world. Under my employment spells, they are bound to this world and bound to me. Brah! You shout in involuntary rage. That's a lot of noise from a temp. Someone whom no one will miss, the accountant growls. You feel alone. Very alone.
Kill him. Come on.
Frozen in terror, you watch helplessly as the regional accounts director presses a button on his leathery desk and pages the entire building. Turn to 155.
Oh, we're going to die, aren't we? We're going to die.
Wait. Code red. All staff to the regional accounts office immediately.
Oh,
Could all staff pop immediately into my office? Oh, wait, no, that's his voice. Oh, whatever. Code red. All staff to the regional accounts office immediately. Could all staff pop immediately into my office? You spring at the fiscal reaper, but collide with a remarkably clean glass wall you failed to notice before. The regional accounts director has locked himself in a glass office cubicle. They'll be here in seconds, barks the dreaded accountant, leaning back and cradling his head. Before the entire staff of Firetop Mountain arrived to do the regional account director's diabolical bidding, you must decide on a course of action. To read from the file, 10-164. To butt at the glass with your shoulder, 10-20. To bat weakly up against the glass with your face, often retrying the same area of glass in a way that suggests you haven't properly grasped the concept of glass, 10-249.
Read the file.
File.
Wow.
Read from the file, that's 3. So read from the file, butt at the glass with your shoulder, or bat weakly up against the glass with your face, and clearly don't understand the concept of glass. Read the file, that's 4. File, 5. How many people we got? What can you see, John? How many people we got? 10?
Yes.
Okay. Anybody else? Okay, I'm just gonna say let's go for file because it seems to be unanimous. 10-164. Let's see if we can finish this. With shaking hands, you open the file onto a P45 stapled with a Polaroid of a troll holding a blackberry. Chunk War Basalt Male, you scream. Chunk War Basalt Male, you scream. Payref 2346504. A burning white light shines from the portal. Free! Screams a cracked voice, and the IT troll crashes through the office door head first, flies across the room, and disappears into the portal, saucer eyes swimming with joy. You try to read another P45, but from behind, someone hurls a short sword into your shoulder, and you drop the one file. Spinning around, you see the entire staff of lower admin advancing into the regional accounts director's office. As your vision blurs, you see 2 familiar-looking caretaker orcs battling their colleagues, screaming that you are their only savior. Sadly, their cries go unheard. Like disciples in a crowd of baying heretics, they cannot quell the kill frenzy of their co-workers, bent under the will of their fiscal master. Your adventure ends here.
Well, that wasn't very good.
Fuck. You want to try again? 155.
Yeah. So, right.
Butt at the glass with your shoulder, or butt weakly up against the glass with your face.
Face.
Yeah, I'm going to say face as well. It's a silly answer. I think the silly answer's got to be the right one. Deads. How many deads? I've forgotten. That's 17 now. There we are.
17
deads.
deads.
17. Yeah. Face.
Face.
Aye.
Aye.
Okie doke. Face it is. Saxius the 18th butts the glass with his face, says Jeb. He does. 10-249. Clearly hasn't grasped the concept of glass. Oh, 249. You are a fly.
What?
Fuck's sake. It's the same as the proboscis one.
Okay. So that's deads. 18. Right. I think the other one is just to
My goodness.
do something to the glass. Yes.
155. Okay, so it looks like we're butting the glass with our shoulder, which let me just
Yeah.
check. I think is turned to 20. Yes, it is. Furiously, you butt at the glass, causing a thin web of cracks to form. Blood runs down your shirt from your shoulder as the accountant watches with selfish amusement. Suddenly, an axe splits the door, which is the same as knocking then barging in. And with terrified eyes, you spy the assembled hordes of Firetop Mountain massed at the door, raging to get in. There's some aardvark.
It's like a Here's Johnny type moment.
That's funny.
Yep.
Saxius the 19th enters the fray.
He has
Scanning the
indeed.
room desperately, your eyes fall on the portal. Then you make the most important decision of your life by turning to 141. I don't know. Okay. As the axe finds the door again, sweat runs into your eyes, and you wipe it away with the sleeve of your top. You glance at the portal, and the regional accounts director's voice echoes in your head. Powered by the blood of Temps. Quickly, you cup your hand to your bleeding shoulder and fling the collected house red at the portal. The room is bathed in a heavenly white light blazing from the now active portal, illuminating the last remnants of the office door as it is trampled down by the frenzied mob. What blood type are you? If you don't know, find out.
I don't know. What's
I
you-
don't know my blood type.
Oh, I don't know mine either.
A positive.
You're A positive. Dan, do you know your blood type?
Do not.
Okay, I guess we're going with blood type A. Because we've got if blood type A, blood type B, AB, or O. So, because Joker's the
Think
only one who actually knows, let's go with
I
his.
think I'm AB, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
You would think I would know. But
10 to 61.
They don't have a letter for alcohol blood.
well, no, I get blood tests done every 3 months. In between
Actually,
that
hang on.
and all the bar fights and shit,
Yeah.
you'd think I would have known. Oh well.
He's but a scratch.
Pretty much, yeah.
Your blood type is the chemical formula for alcohol, isn't it?
Involves vodka and bourbon, yes. I will admit that.
What the fuck is going on here?
Something like C6O12H8 or something. It's quite a long chemical formula.
Yeah, it is.
Alcohol.
Don't forget, add some potato in there.
Yeah.
I know. Say hi to everybody.
Cat heard the word potato and says food, food, food.
There he is. You know, I see you.
Oh, that is not good. Okay, so we've basically got 4 choices, and it determines what kind of stats the big bad at the end has.
Right.
So we have picked blood type A because Joker is blood type A. It's the only one we know, and that
I think I'm
Your
AB,
comment-
but I'm not sure.
okay.
Try that one next.
Common type A blood sizzles in the portal, which burns brighter for an instant as a huge sub-bass whoomp sound shakes through the room. The room is darkened with shadow, and someone at the back goes, "Oh my days!" Filling the entire room is the biggest dragon you have ever seen. Because you summoned it, the dragon will fight the mob on your behalf. Should it be slain, you must step in as yourself. Big fuck off dragon, aptitude 12, endurance 50. So that's us. We are big fuck off dragon with aptitude 12, endurance 50. Versus entire staff of lower admin, aptitude 3, endurance 87. Should
No
you
chance.
or your dragon prevent the advance of lower admin, turn to 26.
For no chance.
I'm just gonna check the fight rules again, just quickly, because
That's impossible.
A way, right? Every time you fight, you need to work out a fight score. This is done by rolling 2 dice and then adding this to your combined aptitude and endurance rating, right? You'll then need to calculate the opponents by doing the same thing. If you lose, but then they always win. Like, what the fuck? Right, I'm gonna just say we'll roll like a D100 for each of us then, because that's the only way I can see it being fair.
I'm wondering if
What
there's
do you
another
reckon?
one. I mean, look for the AB one and see what the difference is there. See if whether your blood type affects whether you can win the book or not.
Well,
Be damned.
that's the big fuck off dragon's not a bad option, to be fair.
No.
I was going to say we should win with the dragon.
No, we won't. With 12 and 50 versus 3 and 87.
Right, so that let me just put the bookmark in there. Right, so that is 154, which is just here. Your unusual type B blood sizzles in the portal as the baying office mob charge towards you, gnashing their teeth. There's a sound like someone cracking a belt, and a fantastical creature shoots from the portal and stands proudly between you and the murderous throng. The creature has the body of a Frisian cow and the head of a miner. "Don't ask," says the miner head. "I don't understand either." Then, turning its full beam helmet light on the mob, it advances. Because you summoned it, the creature will fight on your behalf. Should it be defeated, you will have to step in. Minotaur, aptitude for Minotaur. Aptitude 4, endurance 12, versus entire staff of lower admin, aptitude 3, endurance 87. The Minotaur's got no chance.
No.
Let's type AB, turn to 30.
Oh, according to my search history on my computer, my blood type would be XXX.
Okay, that makes sense.
Some of you may get
your blood. Let me guess, Dan. Your blood is 100% proof, yeah?
No. That one
Come on.
over your head.
Your
Yeah.
rarest of the rare AB blood sizzles in the portal, causing the mob to freeze in a tableau of shock. You search the room in anguish, but it seems no creature has emerged. "There!" points a dwarf on a scooter, and every eye falls to the portal's base. Advancing on your behalf is a creature with the head of an ant and the body of an ant. Because you summoned it, the creature will fight for you until it is slain. In the unlikely event that this happens, you must then face the mob yourself. Ant, aptitude 1, endurance 1. Versus entire staff of lower admin, and aptitude 3, endurance 413. Yeah, so not that one either.
Okay, so type O. Let's have a look.
198. Oh. Okay. Literally, oh. Your common as muck O blood fizzles in the portal, causing the mob to briefly stay their swords. With a bang, like a violin Whacking onto a kitchen floor, a creature swoops heroically in from the east. White-feathered comes your savior during your time of need, circling above and squawking at top whack. The buzzard returns as a keeper. The buzzard will fight for you. Because you summoned it, the buzzard will fight against the deadly tide of lower admin. Should the buzzard be slain, you must step into the breach yourself. Buzzard the White. Aptitude 10, Endurance 12 versus entire staff of lower admin. Aptitude 3, Endurance 21.
Oh, we could win that.
Do you think?
Yeah, let's try.
That's the only
Okay.
one we can feasibly win.
You don't say. So we're on page 198. Okay.
So the only chance of winning this book is if you type O.
So-
bud.
Yeah. I guess so. Or if you cheat. I mean, yeah, no,
If you cheat,
someone
yeah,
here's
yeah,
typo blood, I'm sure. I
It's
mean,
the
if
most
it's that
common
common,
blood type.
someone has to
It's
be.
the most common blood type, yeah.
So, aptitude 10, endurance 12. So that's battle score of 12 for yourself, sir, plus 2d6.
Yeah, I will do
And
the rolling.
24 for me. With a total of 27. And yeah, we win. With a 20, what is that? 28?
Yes. Yes.
If you and your hoary hero are in any way victorious this day, turn to 26. Let's
Do
fucking
it.
go, Buzzard!
Do
Buzzard
it,
the
do
White.
it.
Turn
Oh,
to
dear.
20.
I am tired.
Okay, yeah, this won't be going on for much longer. I can safely say that. You collapse on a pile of the wounded and the dead as the creature that materialized from your blood evaporates in front of you, giving you 2 thumbs up as it leaves. The regional accounts director pounds against his protective glass in horror as you heave open the one file. Gasping for air, you begin to recite P45 incantations in alphabetical order. Arixon, Alien, Male, Payref, 107-3883, you pant, and a typing gnome is resurrected from the mound of the dead, glows white, and is swept happily through the portal. No! Screams the regional accounts director and begins hoofing the crack. Arxingen, Batang, female, Payref, 108-3043. A dead lizard PA rises as if from a power nap and floats peacefully into the portal's cleansing light. Ailsbane, Gretel, female, Payref, 106-8550. The spirit of the worst Vitch drifts to the portal, making a magic gesture and lifting your curse as it goes. Okay, so we no longer have the curse of the long neck.
Oh, okay.
Remember, we had the long neck the whole
Yes,
time.
yeah. Yes.
While you continue to set the office workers free, the regional accounts director rifles through his desk like a burglar, desperate for a weapon. One by one they pass, spirit or living, ever thankful for your selfless task. Even Jesse parades past in cheerful confusion, like someone who has joined a conga but isn't sure why. Orum, the caretaker orc, floats towards the portal and places his biro next to you as he passes, starting something of a trend. Soon you are standing next to a mountain of pens when the regional accounts director emerges from his desk with a box of Cooks' matches. Chepstow, Helmfort, male, Payref, 105-9433. You speed up as a post-room centaur does gun fingers at you before trotting into the portal. I will burn you! Ah! Screams the director, and you turn to see that he's accidentally set himself on fire. The flames consume him. You continue hoarse voice to set your colleagues free. The glass shatters as the accountant collapses against the curtains, which go up like a phoenix on nights. Coughing against the fumes, you continue through the H's, desperate to get to the Z's. By the time you free the last elf, with a lot of Z's in his name, the room is a raging box of flame and smoke. You stagger, spluttering to the exit, and a slightly charred piece of paper wafts up in front of you. Straining your eyes through the smoke, you stare at it. It's your timesheet. Turn to 128. You have our
Dude,
time.
I'm sorry. You lost me gun fingers. It's too funny.
The portal cracks and smolders into nothing as you dash headlong across the office to a white-hot fax machine steaming away in the corner. It's a race against time to get your timesheet sent before the fax machine melts. Your heart sinks as you realize one dread decision lies between you and salvation. To send the fax face down, turn to 169. To send it face up, turn to 148. To send it face down, dialing 9 for a line, turn to 244. To send it face up, dialing 9 for a line, turn to 142.
Face down, dial 9.
Correct. Yes.
Do we remember what the dial 9 was for?
Outside line.
So, what was your vote? Sorry, face up or face down for out dialing?
Face
9?
down, dial 9, face down.
Okay, so your votes are down, up, 9 down, or 9 up.
Okay. 9 down.
Yes. Okay, 9 down. Dan. 9 down. Dan, you with us?
Yeah.
Are you with us?
9 down.
9 down. Yep.
Yeah.
Andy says what Yog said. Jeb agrees. Scroll Hermit agrees. Joker, you agree?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Face down, dialing 9 for a line. 10 244 244. With your fax face down, you dial 9 for a line, then punch in the number of your temping agency in a staccato frenzy. The fax whirs through as you fall to the floor, blowing on your scorched fingers. You're crawling desperately towards the exit when another axe splits what's left of the door. As you look up in disbelief, a burly figure with the pipe, garbed in yellow, grabs you. It's a pipey firefighter. Moments later, you stand on the pavement, sipping sweet tea, next to the charred brick carcass of the Firetop Mountain office, destroyed forever along with its secrets. At the end of the next week, you check your bank account and find untold riches lying in your account. Your timesheet went through. You recline in the lap of luxury and vow to do nothing with your life for the rest of your days. But soon, you become used to the lie-ins. Daytime TV begins to take its toll and the weekends quickly lose their meaning. You begin to feel restless. Your sword arm itches. It isn't long before you head back into the city, ready once again for the call of office adventure. The end.
We won. We won. So
You fucking did it.
It was Saxius the how many that won?
19th.
Saxius the 19th. Face down, ass up. That's what he. Yes. Thank you, Ricardo. Thank you, Ricardo. Yep. Saxius the 19th succeeded.
Kiss my ass, club.
It took 3 streams to get there. Not 18 deaths.
And a
It
little
was
bit.
fun though.
I mean, what?
So there we go. That was Iman's debut then, reading a book for us on a Friday. It's normally my job to do that, but I'm quite happy with the job that Iman has done. So I think a round of applause for the young fellow.
Yeah.
I think he's done a good job.
Stellar job. Great narrating.
Yeah.
You know, great job.
Yeah, I'm trying to do these jokes justice with my delivery. It's a little bit hard because I'm like laughing myself when I'm doing it.
Yeah. And sometimes you start reading and don't realize which voice you were supposed to put on because you don't know which character's saying the thing until after you've read the line. That happens in all the books. And you put on more voices than I do. I mean, no, thank you, Iman.
I tried. I mean, that Hydra was fun. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad you all seem to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Whew. I will say it's a little bit more effort than just sitting and listening and smoking and voting every now and then.
It is. Yes, it is. Yes.
But
you can see
I enjoyed it.
You can see why I'm a tired geek on a Saturday morning quite often.
Indeed, good sir.
Indeed.
But you know what?
Yes,
it's kind of the same as when you're a player in a game versus when you're GM in a game.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm herding cats by herding votes. Vote all you like lurkers.
For that, I've only run about 3 or 4 games, but the amount of work that you put in to prepping is stupid. Because you want everything to be right.
Well, that's why I don't do it. That's why I just read the bare bones and just make it all up. But, right, it has gone past pumpkin hour. My big fat melon head is feeling like it's going to expand and become very orange and lumpy.
It already is.
It already is. Yeah, you're not wrong. So I'm going to say thank you, Iman, for reading those. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Joker. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, chat. Thank you, Halakar, for the donation early on, the subs. It summoned Ricardo to join us because Ricardo got one of the subs. So nice to see you, Ricardo.
I appreciate all the compliments. It does mean a lot.
Yeah. It's good. So I'm going to be up in the morning for work.
Right. I'm going to. I've got to get dinner.
So, yeah, it's going to be a good night from us. And thank you for joining us. And I'll see you on the next one. Good night.
Take care.
I'll see some of you peeps in the morning.
Yep. I'm working tomorrow, but hey ho. But cheers. Thank you all.
Night all.
Good night.
Right.